Hey guys, it's Chef Anita here. Just wanting to give you a quick update on dinner at home. I am finally going to be able to make that curry that I talked about a couple of videos ago. I'm super excited for it. I did all the shop for it. I am gonna prep it up early, get it done, so then when it comes around to dinner time, we can just fire it whenever we want. I keep getting busy and things keep happening in the evening, so I have not been able to do it, and I am just super excited to be able to get it done once and for all because this craving will just not leave me. So I actually even went by my restaurant and I had a kaffir, or I still do, but I have a kaffir lime tree on the rooftop there that just works beautifully for this curry. So I picked some leaves and some of the already fully grown kaffir limes. I mean, they're so beautiful. Look, I mean, there really is no other flavor like this one. So kaffir lime is definitely coming in here. I've got lemongrass, fresh ginger, a little bit of garlic, but the way that I'm going to incorporate that kaffir is by doing a little chiffonade of the actual leaves. Oh my God, can you guys smell that? It's just amazing. So again, let me just show you. Here I go. Okay, so this is going to be a completely 100% vegetable curry. So as you can see here, I have my kombucha squash, which is one of my favorite in the whole wide world. And I know it's a little early for it, I know, but you know, Whole Foods usually has some pretty nice ones, still very tender and sweet. But in the winter, when these are really in season, oh my gosh, all you have to do is just cut the top off, scoop it out, and stuff it with whatever you want. And it is an absolutely magical dish. I put it in there at a 500-degree oven, and we'll make that this winter. Anyway, but today I'm just going to go on ahead and cut this down and take all the meat out of it, you know, scooping out all whatever seeds are in there, and just cube the actual squash. And that's going to be going into my Dutch oven with some potatoes, some onion, like I said, some of that kaffir lime. I have lemongrass and fresh ginger, and then the spices I'm going to be using. I go to Whole Spice here in Napa at the Oxbow. Whole Spice, they really know how to do spice blends. And when I don't do it myself, I count on them, and it is just absolutely 100% spot on. And one of my favorite spice blends that they do is the garam masala, which I use a little bit in my curry. So I'll be using that. And then I also have, nope, not harissa. That's for something else. I also have some bird-eye chili. Typically I use a Thai chili for this, but my garden doesn't have any available right now because I've used them all, and they didn't have any at the Whole Spice store, so I'm going to go with that. But then I have these gorgeous red shishitos. I mean, I have these amazing red shishitos that I'm going to be using in there instead of a red pepper. I mean, look at that. I mean, the color on that, that's literally no filter. It's like the coolest red. I mean, it's just amazing. So again, using a little curry powder and some turmeric and coriander, of course, and of course some ground ginger. I like ground ginger and fresh ginger together. I just feel like it works gorgeously. And again, all the other vegetables here. And I'll be using about 4 tablespoons of this Thai and true red curry paste. Now, I've never used this one before. They were out of the one that I typically get. So I'm going to give that one a try and see how it goes. And then, of course, I have some red miso that I like to put in there. It just creates a really creamy texture for the stew for me. And then, of course, the Thai basil. I mean, if you guys could just smell my kitchen right now with the kaffir lime and this Thai basil, and then you get in there some lemongrass, it's just sensational. So I'm going to get to work, and I will be back before you know it. Okay guys, I just wanted to take you through this other step. Now I have already reduced half of my coconut milk with 4 tablespoons of red curry paste, a Thai red curry paste, and a tablespoon of red miso. Now, I know there's a bunch of different stuff happening here. This is how I like to do my curry. Whenever I do a traditional curry, I always think to myself, I wish I would have put a little bit more of that other thing in there. But I'll do traditional, but definitely I like to combine a lot of different flavors. And with this squash, vegetable, chickpea curry, I wanted to marry two different kinds of styles in curry. That's why we have Thai and a little bit of the Indian as well, and along with a little bit of Japanese miso. Because why not? I mean, cooking is fun. Outside of the box is where I like to think. And when I can make all of these flavors balance, it's just so much fun. So with this, I wanted to show you how thick that got. I mean, it took no time at all. And so then I started to incorporate slowly my lemongrass, my garlic, my red shishito peppers, my onion. I did it all in stages, starting out with the kaffir lime leaf and this Thai basil leaf as it cooked down with the spices. The spice lineup that I already told you about in the other video, which was a little bit of curry powder, garam masala, some ginger, some coriander, turmeric, but not a lot. Literally like 1 teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of each one to start. And then if I feel like I need more, then I'll go in and put more in there. But that red curry, that's got a pretty strong flavor, so I wanted that to be the base flavor for this curry. Everything else is just a beautiful little merriment. So here we go. Started putting in the chickpeas and the potatoes because those are the things that are going to take longer to cook in this curry. So I'm going to start braising that now with my stock, adding a little bit more coconut milk, and then I'll go in there with the squash, which will literally take about 8 minutes to cook all the way through. And then it'll be time for dinner whenever anybody wants it. And I'm going to serve this with a little bit of jasmine rice on the side.